Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Brindille 6-light circular pendant. This is the 131088. Great fixture. Lots of Brindille things in the line, including sconces that go with this really nicely. They're in our interior sconce section. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself, independent of what it's going to be hanging from, which we'll talk about in just a second. It is 19.9 inches tall. You can call it 20 inches if you want. 37.3 inches in diameter, so it's a pretty good size. Overall height, that's the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling itself, including all the things it's hanging from. It's going to give you a pretty good range, 25.4 at its shortest. You can go to 67.4 at its longest as standard product. However, this is going to ship with 120 inches of wire. So if you wanted to go longer than what you see listed there, which is 67.4, I could probably get you 10 feet down from the ceiling to the bottom of the fixture by just ordering extra kits of these pipes. And Hubbardton Forge is using this system of interconnected pipes, and they're very easy to use. Let's go over them now. So you're going to be getting automatically with this 3 12-inch, 1 3-inch, 1 6-inch, and then what are called connectors. And connectors have threading on the ends, both ends. The pipes have threading on the inside, so they go together really easily. I want to show you more about how we do it, and how we do it is to look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's also going to show you how things go together. So how I would do this is I would basically put a blanket or something down on a table. I would put the fixture body, the one with the sockets down and the decoration, and then I would also figure out how long I want it to be from the ceiling to the bottom of the fixture. There's going to be a chart over on that side of the screen on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont. But that same chart is going to be on those installations instructions, and it's going to show you which combinations of which pipes you're going to use to get to those listed charts. So it's very simple. And you're basically just going to take the wires and you're going to feed them through the parts one by one. So you feed it through a connector, through a pipe, through a connector, through a pipe, and eventually you're going to exit the canopy. That's going to be the round part on the ceiling. Canopy is 6.5 inches diameter. The canopy has actually the rod going up, hitting the canopy has a knuckle, and that knuckle is going to be just like your finger. It's going to allow this to bend in one direction down. So if you guys have a sloped ceiling, you're already covered. You don't have to do anything custom. And you basically just screw the things together. It's so simple. And once you're done, you're going to notice that this is incredibly clean. These are beautifully milled, so it's a very clean look, and you can barely see any line there. It just looks like a solid pipe going up. So very, very simple. Okay, moving on. Why don't we talk about a couple other things? Let's talk about the light bulbs on this. So Hubbardton Forge has their own exclusive LED bulbs that are going to be coming with this, and they are somewhat like this, but they're going to be a little different in size, and they're going to be a matte white. In the future, if you ever need those, we do sell them. But you can use other bulbs in this too if you wanted to. So it's going to be using 6 of these E12 sockets, and these are just the smaller chandelier sockets we grew up with. And it's a very simple socket. It's a very simple bulb to get anywhere. You can get them at a hardware store, you can get them at a drugstore, you can get them online. The matte white ones only come from Hubbardton Forge, but all of these others you can get very easy. And when you're getting into, as far as what you can use, a 15 watt max is going to be per socket. So that's going to be quite a bit of light. That's like a 60 watt bulb almost. LEDs come in all kinds of different colors of light coming out of the LEDs. We talk about it in every single video. 2700 Kelvin is going to be that super yellow light that you see coming through. That's going to be like a setting sun. You'll notice out in the world that the people who sell LEDs also offer them in something called daylight, and that's going to be kind of a bluish white light. That's going to be 4000, 5000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. And right in the middle of that is going to be something called warm white or soft white, and that's going to be 3000 Kelvin. That's what we use in our showroom. So this nice light coming down to me in our showroom looks like incandescent light, but it's not. This is that nice warm LED, and it's a 3000 Kelvin. That's what we like to use. The fixture is dimmable. The bulbs that are going to come with this, that are coming with this, are dimmable, and you want to make sure in the future that if you do buy bulbs for this, they should be dimmable as well. Tell your installer you want to use a correct rheostat or dimmer on the wall for dimmable LEDs. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.